The only way I can be beat is if you cheat. If you cheat. If you play fair and square, I'm gonna win. I mean,
What up, y'all? Welcome back. It's Barb City where it's Liddy. Let's go on ahead and get into it. Don't forget, fill my comments with hashtag BCG, money bags, or unicorns for good vibes. And please like the mother effing video, chow, unless you're edgeless and your mother effing breath stink. Okay? The first topic is going to be about the sympathy queen, Megan the Stallion. It looks like Bigfoot is finally receiving some karma for sleeping with her best friend's man. Now, I am not going to laugh at this woman's pain, but what I will say is I feel like this was bound to happen. I do not feel bad for Megan the Stallion simply because, again, this is the energy that she's putting out into the universe. Not only was she sleeping with Kelsey's man, but she was also cheating on Partisan Fontaine with multiple people. Anyways, this is what's being said. Megan's new man, Torrey Craig, allegedly already cheating, sending money, and asking side chick to make a tape. In these screenshots that you guys can see right here, there is a lot going on. And basically, he asked this woman to be his wife. He was paying for food. He was sending her Apple Pays of no more than $100. And I did find that interesting considering who he is. I'm like, you can't send her more than $100. Maybe he was trying to show her what he felt her worth was to him. Okay. Anyway, they also exchanged videos and pictures. He paid $100 for her to squeeze milk from her breast and also admitted that he was messing with this girl before he started messing with Megan the Stallion, making Megan the side chick. Okay, so when the blogs started posting about this, as you guys can see in this screenshot, they were calling Jasmine the side chick, and she clearly had a problem with it. She said side chick is crazy, and also posted this video of a basketball game they attended together in March of 2023, and did not hesitate to point out in this screenshot that Partisan Fontaine also be in her likes. So you guys, Megan's man did say this woman is lying. She's talking to herself. She made these messages up, but it is clear as day that she is talking to someone, but we don't know for real if this is Torrey Craig. I guess only Torrey and Megan the Stallion and the girl would know that. But let me know what you guys feel about that. And let's get into Asian Doll and basically being willing to throw everything away and crash out over Megan the Stallion's brand new man being exposed. Asian Doll has two videos trending right now about this situation and what she had to say. And I'm simply not going to play it here because she was doing too much for me. It's like, I can't imagine someone wanting to throw away their career, the deal that they just signed, their money, their future, the relationship that they brag about online every day for someone else's man. It's just insanity. Anyways, you guys, besides those videos, she did make this tweet right here and said, "We jumping you, B. I hope this was worth it." And she tagged the girl Jasmine. Someone responded to Asian and said, "In 2025, we're still jumping girls over a man." And Asian said, "We jumping girls that come on the internet trying to expose a man because he decided to pop out with me. The FB." And it's just like, with me, do you mean with Megan the Stallion? Like, I know what you meant, but this literally has nothing to do with you. And you're about to get yourself sued and more for someone else's man. I just can't get with that. Let me know what you guys feel about all of this mess. And let's go on ahead and add some razzle dazzle and get into none other than Nicki Minaj and all this BS that is going on. I waited days to talk about this situation simply because I am tired of Nicki Minaj being a target, right? Yes, I said a target, and I am going to break it all down. So, This is what's being said by TMZ of all outlets. TMZ is the one that released this story. And it says Nicki Minaj sued for assault and battery by former manager. So before we even get into it, I find it interesting that TMZ never posts what's going on with Bachiana, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, right? But they post little things that are going on with Nicki Minaj like this. Like Jay-Z is fighting a case that has something to do with a 13-year-old girl, and they did not say anything about that case. But let's get into it. It says Starship's rapper is being sued by a man named Brandon Garrett, who claims he was working as Nicki's manager during her tour earlier this year when she got physical with him. In the lawsuit filed by high-powered trial attorney Thomas and obtained by TMZ, Garrett claims Nicki sent him on an errand after an April 2024 concert in Detroit, and when he got back, he was summoned to her dressing room. Garrett claims Nicki was inside with other members of her team and she started grilling folks about their job responsibilities. He says she flew into a rage when she learned Garrett had once sent someone else to pick up one of her prescriptions. In the suit, Garrett claims Nicki screamed at him, "Are you effing crazy having him pick up my prescription? You have lost your effing mind, and if my husband were here, he would knock out your effing teeth. You're a passed away man walking. You just effed up your whole life and you will never be anyone. I'll make sure of it." Gary claims Nicki kept screaming at him and told him his life was over before striking him on the right side of his face with an open hand. He says the force of the blow caused his head to swing backward and his hat flew off of his head. Nicki's security team then allegedly swarmed in close to Garrett, and he claims Nicki struck him on the wrist, knocking documents out of his hand and onto the floor. Garrett claims that Nicki then told him to get the F out and says he grabbed his hat and quickly exited the room, locking himself inside a restroom at Little Caesars Arena. He says his wrist was throbbing and his face was sore as he called his fiancée to let her know what had happened, claiming he stayed locked in the restroom for hours out of fear for his safety. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to give you guys my opinion. The last slide saying, Garrett claims Nicki's team didn't let him on the tour bus back to the tour's base in Chicago, leaving him stranded in Detroit. He's suing Nicki for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, and he's going after her for damages. So, you guys, just let's talk about the prescription safety first, right? If somebody's putting you in, and I'm not making excuses for Nicki Minaj if this is even true, but when you put somebody in charge of something like your prescriptions in a position like Nicki Minaj, right? You can't just send anybody to pick up her stuff. We all remember the brown paper bag that turned up on tour, okay? Now, let's get into the fact that this man said that he locked himself in the bathroom in fear of his safety for the rest of the show, right? He already said that Kenneth was not there on the show. So you mean to tell me a woman that's 5'3" named Nicki Minaj, okay, had you in fear for your life and your safety for the rest of the night to where a grown man locked himself in the bathroom? Not just that, but a woman named Nicki Minaj that's 5'3" had your wrist throbbing, head swinging left and right, flat hat flying. It's just like, I simply just don't know what to say, you guys. And not just that, but then you say that they would not let you get back on the tour bus and you were stranded. So a person that locked themselves in the bathroom for the rest of the show because of this 5'3" woman, right, still wanted to get on the tour bus and get a ride back to Chicago. And let me guess, that's because Nicki Minaj was on the jet, right? Anyways, you guys, it's a mess. This is what's also being said. Nicki Minaj could face criminal charges for the incident alleged in the former manager's recent lawsuit. So, you guys, let's be clear. There's a thing called statute of limitations, okay? You cannot just let somebody do something to you and then months later come out and say, oh, I want to press charges, unless it is rape or murder, okay? That is the only way you could do something like that. Nicki Minaj is not going to go to jail for this. She is not going to face criminal charges or any of the sort. And then for the internet to be so happy this is going on, like, Nicki Minaj is a millionaire, the richest female rapper alive. Do you guys think she's not going to get a bond or something? Oh my gosh. So this is what's being said as far as the criminal charges go. Nicki Minaj could face criminal charges for the incident alleged in her former manager's recent lawsuit, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the Detroit police have sent a warrant request to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that is being reviewed to determine whether criminal charges will be issued. And like I said, you guys, they're not going to be issued. Do not get your mother effing hopes up. It is already being said that there were no grounds for charges to be filed, okay? This is a hot mother effing mess. But I want to point out a tweet that Nicki Minaj made in May of 2024. So this would be the following month after all of this stuff supposedly happened, right? Nicki Minaj said, they tried to make me book another jet every time, all because I fired management who I found out for years were adding on 30 through 50K on my jet and pocketing it. I fired a tour manager recently who was doing the same thing, and mad he got the boot. Their goal is to make me late and to pocket 40K. So you guys, obviously something did happen with Nicki Minaj and one of her managers, and she did end up firing one of them, or actually two of them, she said. So do you guys feel like this is a form of retaliation? Do you guys feel like this story is true? And do you guys feel like Nicki Minaj acted in a way that she should have because her life was literally placed in danger? Or do you guys feel like this is another way to sabotage Nicki Minaj, because you guys know they do stuff like this consistently? Let me know what you guys feel in the comments. Thank you for enjoying Barb City mother effing blooper rolls. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunt out. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Thanks.